I met Kristen in 2003. We had mutual friends. We got set up. Yeah, we got set up on a blind date, actually. So I was sitting on the phone and I was talking to my old drummer in my old band, and he had called me out of the blue for something so random. And I said, hey, I'm on a blind date and I think she just showed up and I've got to go. And I just hung up the phone and I looked up and I knew what she looked like because she had a picture, and she just shot me this smile and that was it. I didn't even need to talk to her. It was just that smile and I was like, there you are. Okay, we're good.
In February of 2004, Gavin Newsom decided, much to some people's chagrin, that he was going to allow same-sex couples to get married in San Francisco. They decided to keep City Hall open for the entire day, and a lot of the city people who worked at City Hall just volunteered. They worked for free, and they were so excited just that this was happening that they were like, I want to be there. I will work the whole weekend and I will do it for free. When we caught wind that these marriages were happening, we said, let's go. We thought it was going to be a really quick thing. We thought we could just get in the car, we'll go to City Hall, you know, we might be there for a few hours, we might have to wait in a little line, you know, but then we'll come home and eat dinner and be with our dog and go to bed. It wasn't that at all. So we got to City Hall and there were so many people there, and the line went from out the front door of the City Hall all the way around the building. We waited in this line. At first I thought, oh, let's just come back on Monday. And Kristen said, no, this is important. We need to be here for this right now. This is history happening right now. We shouldn't be anywhere else but right here. So I said, okay, let's stand in line. So we stood in line, but then City Hall closed and the police encouraged us to go home, but no one was leaving. Everyone was going to stay. It was too important. So at some point it started raining very hard. Some people had come prepared with tents and tarps, and some very kind people next to us shared their tarp, and we got a little bit of sleep and woke up and we were just soaking wet. The water from the rain was coming under the tarp. Our clothes were wet. We were freezing. I remember at one point we were so cold that the only way we could get warm was to stand under an umbrella and to just hold each other as tightly as we could. I was holding Kristen in my arms and I looked over her shoulder and I saw all of these people doing the same thing that we were doing, either just embracing under an umbrella or embracing under a tarp, just trying to stay warm in that night. It was so cold and it was so wet. And I remember looking at these people and having mixed reactions. And on the one hand, I thought, this is beautiful. Boy, look at these people who are willing to stand out in the rain just to get married. I mean, this is determination. And this is beautiful. This is love. Look at all these people here who want to get married just because they love somebody. Wow. On the flip side of the coin, actually, I thought, oh gosh, this is just devastating. Why are we doing this to each other? Why are we having to stand out in the pouring rain overnight just for a chance to just get married? It broke my heart. And then we waited about 3 more hours till 8 a.m. and they opened up City Hall. We slowly started getting ushering in. We were really in no condition to get married, but we did it anyway, and we cried the entire time. Like, we could barely say our vows just because we were just crying. It was that intense. Needless to say, to go through that and then have them take that marriage away, that was devastation.